So what we got here is a protest. Now it's a different kind of protest than I've seen before. And I think the reason that I may never have seen a protest like this before is that it's a disgusting protest. It's the kind of protest that would make people dislike the protesters more than they dislike the thing they're protesting against. So there's a group called Pissed Off Trannies. They're a protest group. And they staged a pee-in outside of London's Equality and Human Rights Commission. So apparently this is a pissed off tranny pouring urine on the ground. You can see there's lots of other bottles of urine there. And of course, it's just the kind of thing that perfectly sane people do. Like this, perfectly sane people often pour urine on themselves. Because how else are you going to make the world a better place? So it says here, according to Vice, that the trans rights activist who performed the stunt is a member of the anonymous group Pissed Off Trannies, which delivered 60 bottles of urine to the Equality and Human Rights Council in a form of protest they call a piss-in. Really, I call it somebody had a bad childhood in. One thing I find actually quite interesting about this is that spreading your urine around could be interpreted symbolically as marking your territory, which can be seen as symbolically a kind of male thing to do. Maybe they didn't think it through, or maybe they just don't care. Maybe the media is just so insane these days they can do literally anything, no matter how insane, and they won't get called out for it in the mainstream media. Let's see, this activist described the protest to Vice as, quote, an extreme version of the public embarrassment that trans people experience on a daily basis, using the toilet that either doesn't fit with their gender or using the one that does, and then facing the backlash of people's judgment. The Equality and Human Rights Commission is more concerned with pushing its transphobic agenda than it is in protecting the civil rights of the people it's meant to serve, which is UK citizens. So what about all of the other UK citizens, the ones that aren't you? Do they not matter? Are you the only person in the UK that matters? Do things that cause them public embarrassment or make them extremely uncomfortable, do those things not matter? I think the vast majority of people just don't care whether an adult is trans or not. And for my part, I don't care what adults do. For better or worse, at the end of the day, it's their decision. But I also believe that women's concerns are genuine concerns. And those concerns are based on biologic reality. So it seems to me like there really needs to be some sort of reasonable accommodation for women. And pouring piss on yourself seems to be a terrible place to start. But anyway, the transphobic agenda to which the urine-soaked activist is referring is the EHRC guidance published early this year, stating that it is lawful for businesses and organizations to exclude male people from female-only spaces such as bathrooms, changing rooms, and hospital wards. And I'm sorry, but that's just reasonable, regardless of what the person pouring piss on themselves thinks. But let's look at some comments here off the internet. To be honest, it kind of sums up exactly where we are in 2022. No debate, let's just pour piss on our heads. Good grief. Well, this is in the UK, so it's about equivalent to a Guardian article. How about this? What better way to prove to women that trans women are not a threat to them than by leaving bottles of piss in protest of them not getting exactly what they want all of the time? How about just a very normal civil rights movement doing a very normal protest? Winning hearts and minds is good, but have you ever just had a piss party in the streets and left the cleaning staff to sort out your biohazard? Yeah, I'm not sure if one heart and mind has ever been won by pissing everywhere. So I don't know, what can you say other than they're not sending their best? Anyway, please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.